Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Now following on from when we done our egg sac pull from the Singapore blue, the Omothymus violaceopes, which I think in the last video I actually referred to it as the Lampropelma violaceopes. It has been reclassified and it was formerly known as the Lampropelma, but it is now the Omothymus violaceopes. So now we've got that clear. They do keep changing these things. There you go. Right, so that's what we're doing. So now what we've done is you'll remember that we've removed our egg sac and we took everything away. And normally, as you'll know, when I remove an egg sac, I like to rehouse the female spider. Give her a nice new home, get everything nice and plush and proper. And also as well, it means that in her old enclosure, it wasn't a bioactive enclosure. So I'd like to get her into a bioactive enclosure. And this gives us the perfect opportunity. So what we got here is our Exoterra enclosure here. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this up. Now, I have actually been playing around with backgrounds and things, and this is nothing new. This is the old Exoterra background, as you can see there, and I've cut the ridges off the back so that it sits flat to the glass. And then all I done was I covered this in silicone and then threw some beastie substrate all over it to try and give it that little bit more of a natural look. And we'll see how well it actually works out. So that now fits nice and flush in there. We're going to add our clay balls. And as you'll remember, it takes roughly 2 large deli pots of clay balls. Now I've had a lot of you guys asking me what type of clay balls we use. As is with the normal beastie motto, the cheapest is fine. Go for the cheap stuff. There's no need getting brand names. Any clay ball will do. And you can get these from your local garden centres and what have you. So now we're going to put our weed suppressant mesh in, like so. And then we can top this up with some of our potting compost. Now we use the potting compost because this is, again, it's nice and cheap and effective, and it gives us, bulks it all up nicely. So we can literally throw that in there like so. Let me think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to add some of our beastie material as well. Now you'll remember with the beastie material, this is all wild collected. It's mainly leaf mulch, and this is full of isopods. There's all sorts of stuff in this. Very, very nice stuff. So we can add that in there like so. We can mix it up a little bit. Now what I want to do, we've got a number of bits and pieces here. Now these guys really do enjoy some high humidity, and they also enjoy a reasonably high temperature too. So I think what we're going to try and do, a little bit more of this in there. Go in here. Now we've got a lovely piece of rotten wood here. You can see this is very, very wet. This has got all our isopods in there. Look, you can see there. That's the beauty of this stuff. When you collect it from the wild, you get all of these things. There's babies there running around. Look at them. They're all over the place. So what we can do is, the idea is now is I want to create an extra level. So I'm going to plonk that in there like so. Springtails everywhere. Now what I want to do, you'll remember in some of our other videos that we do like to use the cork tubes. I don't like cork tubes for spiders, but I do like them for plants. So what we're going to do now, this one here is actually, you can see all the way through there. There you go, hello. We can see all the way through. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some sphagnum moss. Now this is a little treat for you guys. This is a bag of sphagnum moss. You can get these in your garden centres, and this whole bag here, which is, I forget how much is in here, but it's a big bag. I mean that's a big bag, and that there will be under £10. And because it hasn't got a reptile name brand to it, it's nice and cheap. It's exactly the same stuff. So what we're going to do is we are going to get a lump of this, and we are going to stuff it in the bottom. Now this will serve two purposes. One, it will allow the soil inside here to drain out, and two, it will stop our spider from climbing up in there as well. We're going to add a little bit of this inside as well. That in there. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to use this to house our ivy. Now, I really do like these ivies. I think they're great plants. Hedera helix is what it's called, and it's just a plain ivy. But once they get established, they grow really, really well, and they can make an absolutely stunning plant. So what we're going to do, we're going to plonk him in there like that. Tuck him down in there. And as you can see, that looks rather lovely, just as it is. Looks marvellous, doesn't it? So now what we're going to do is we're going to move this stuff. What I'd like to achieve, I want this to be sitting up like so. So we're going to look at that, and we're going to see where our points of contact are. There and there. Put my finger around there so I know where that is. And then what we're going to do is we are going to get some of our trusty old glue, and I think it was around here somewhere. Let's hope this works. I'm going to take that back, and we're going to put that in there, like so. Take our water, I hope that worked. That's going to hold just long enough for me to get the other piece in. And then what we're going to do is the same again. We've got this lovely little piece of bark here. This has got a hole in the side, hole in the top as well. And what I want to do is I want to put that over here, like so. And what I need to do is I need to offer up my pieces of wood. So I need to make sure, get you over there, like so. Okay, that is I'm going to put a piece of wood in there like so. Like that. Back on with our glue gun. Get a little bit more glue. There we go. We can hopefully just get that to stick to there. So we've literally just swamped that with that. And if you'll remember, by spraying it with the water, we set it off, which makes it perfectly safe. Actually, just take these little bits out here. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. And also as well, once our spider gets in there, she will make this all good. Literally just take that little bit there. We'll give that another spray in a second because it's not quite gone off. We'll just give that another one. Take this out. Let's make sure. Don't take any chances. And we can also put in. I need a bigger desk, guys. We'll also put some moss in there. Poke that through. All that's going to do is just literally seal the bottom up to give her an opportunity to bury away. And we got another piece of wood here as well. Now these are an arboreal spider, so what we're trying to achieve here is to give our spider plenty of places in which to muck about. We can put that one in there. And what this will do, this will also give us another anchor point for our plant pot. So we can stop some glue in there. And make sure this thing don't fall over. Stick a little bit in there. Anywhere there's a point of contact, we can make use of. There we go. Again, spray it down with water. Stick a little bit of water in for our plant. Now we're starting to take a little bit of shape now. Just check our glue. That's fine. That'll be gone in a second or two. Right, how are we getting on? Right, I've got another plant here, which I'd like to stick in there. One in there. Now we're getting there. Now we're looking like something. Now we've got some moss here as well that we can utilise. Just clean it off a little bit. We can plonk that in there. put that piece there on the back. That'll just give us that little bit of extra. Give our isopod somewhere to hide underneath. Now we're looking cool. I actually think that looks alright. I'm going to put this. I don't think we need that. We shan't bother with that. Right. Let's get rid of this. All we need now is our water dish, which I think what we will do, we will put that there. I think that'll look nice there. Now you can see how important the hot glue gun is. There we go. Put that there. That's okay. I sort of stick a bit of water down here, water our plant in, give our moss a little spray. We're actually looking nice. Oh, I didn't quite think of that when I put that in, did I? That's okay. That's okay. Now this ivy will settle down and grow all over the place, and it will look absolutely lovely. And we can manipulate it, go where we want with it. We can literally take that in through there. That will come back up again there. That will look lovely. Right, here we go. I think we're there. We've got our lid. I think that's looking rather nice. Right then. Let's see if we can't get her in without any too much trouble. Now, just to reassure you guys, you would have seen us catch her up when we done the egg sac removal, and you're probably thinking, wow, that was a week ago and it's still in that pot. Well, it hasn't been. We literally done the egg sac and we've come straight on and we've done her rehouse. So yes, she is still sitting in the pot, but she's only been in here about half an hour or so. So we're not too worried. Now, as we said before, this is an old world Asian arboreal spider. These are very, very fast, can be quite defensive, so we need to be a little bit careful. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that lid off, we're going to offer her up, and we're going to see if we can't get her to walk out. Hopefully she'll behave herself. She's a little bit... When they're like this, remember, they can just spring into life. As you can see there, she is an absolutely gorgeous spider. There you go. You see, it's only us. See, go in nice and gently. Isn't she beautiful? There we go. And she's going to move into her nice new home. Now, this being a bioactive system, this will be absolutely perfect for her. This is an ideal setup. These are a high humidity spider. They do like a good sense of humidity. So we're looking around about the 80% mark for these guys. They really do appreciate the humidity, and they like it warm as well. So anywhere really from 80 degrees, and they will go up. Sometimes it can hit 90 degrees in here, and it does not affect these guys at all. They really do appreciate the warmth. Now, in terms of care, they're relatively simple to look after. You do need to be a bit aware of them because, as we said, they can be very, very fast and they can be defensive. Although, as you've seen there, she came out of there, she's lovely and calm, very, very well behaved. And this is because of the way we're treating her. We're treating her with kindness and respect. And this is what makes the difference. So if you're going to get one, they're not a beginner spider, but they're not too terrible that you can't have a go either. So just treat them fairly and they'll be fine. Now, food wise, this girl will take on any of the large roaches. I tend to feed mine mainly on male dubia roaches, and that's to keep my males down in my breeding colonies, so they're ideal food. But if I want to fatten them up a little bit just prior to breeding, then I'll throw in female dubias as well. They will also take like a subadult hissing roach as well, although I only feed them very, very occasionally. Now, as for everything else, you'll see these are reasonably nocturnal. We don't see an awful lot of her in the daytime, so they are more of a nocturnal spider. But once she sets her up home and she's happy, we will see her a lot in the evenings and things like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I think these are an absolutely fabulous spider, and yeah, she's looking in really, really nice condition considering we've literally just taken the egg sac from her. So she will now, within the next day or two, we'll offer her food and she'll take food straight away. She'll be ready for a good meal now. Wow, there's another little setup. I hope you enjoyed it and you got a few tips from it. And until next time, don't forget, be calm, be gentle, and love your spiders. And I'll see you soon, guys.